Hello, everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean like my one viewer. Hi, Mike. um, so my face is a little numb on this side. I can't feel nothing because I got a cavity filled today. It was not fun at all, but that's okay. And I was gonna wait, and I was going to do the video after my face came back to life, but it's not coming back to life. It's been like 3 hours. There's probably something horribly medically wrong with me. My face is going to start like sliding off any moment. But hey, what the fuck? And I can say fuck because I have no viewers. So, yay, life. Today's video is going to be short and sweet because I have done none of the things that I set out to do with this channel ever. So I'm just going to do a book review because I like books. So I'm gonna regret this video so much, I can already tell. This feels so weird. Okay, moving on. This book is The Tea Rose. I just finished it. I finished this book in about 4 days. It's been a really long time since I can't do this. This is awful. Nope, I'm gonna keep going through. I can totally talk. It's been a long time since I've found a book that I wanted to read in a matter of days. And this is it. This is a fantastic book. It's by Jennifer Donnelly. I've already picked up a couple of her other books and intend to start reading them pretty shortly. What I loved about this book is it was so incredibly intricate. It's a series of books, but it's multi-generational. So this covers one generation, and the next one is like her brother and his age group, and then the next one is like their kids. So it's not like a series that you have to read one after the other to keep the whole story in your head, but it still has a lot of really rich detail. The story is amazing. The characters are really well developed, even though she's awful and just like kills off people without you're like, oh my god, like half the family's dead, like WTF. But it's really good. I also liked it because it was a historical fiction novel. It's set in the Victorian era. I think it actually starts 1888 is whenever it officially starts. I think that's what was in this. So if you like that era, it is a fantastic snapshot of what life was like, not only for the poor, but also for the middle class and the upper class as well. So you really get the whole feel. Not only do you get like the whole range of classes and see exactly how their day-to-day life is, you also get New York versus London, which I thought was the coolest thing ever. And I loved reading about London right in the grip of Jack the Ripper pandemonium, I suppose. So that was a lot of fun too. There's actually a lot of action, a lot of romance in equal measure. There's a lot of this feels so weird. This is awful. There's also a lot of economics, I suppose, and like business type stuff in there too, which was actually a lot of fun to learn about and to read. Very intricate stock market type stuff, and I mean you have to have all the information. She gives you all the information that you need on the stock market and on the businesses at that time and how certain trades and certain businesses grew. She gives you all that information, so whenever they come into play and are actually plot twists later in the story, you're able to understand. You're like, oh, that's ingenious. So she's fantastic at not leaving you in the dark. She explains everything without giving it away, and there's so many fantastic twists. It's, ooh, what a twist. It was really a fantastic book. So that's my book review for The Tea Rose. Still have not finished Relentless, still have not started on J.K. Rowling's new book. I'm listening to another Jennifer Donnelly called Revolution on audiobook since I'm now going to be commuting because I got a job. But I have to drive like 40 minutes to get to my job every day, so I've got myself an audiobook. Only like into the first chapter of it, and I'm just tired of listening to complaining teenagers, but maybe it'll pick up. So I'm trying to give it a good shot. She does have really good language, Jennifer Donnelly does. And she's very good at like details and putting in the things that you need to know. It's kind of, the way that she structures her stories is honestly kind of like Doctor Who, in my opinion. She says something early on that's almost like a throwaway, like, oh, this is a rock that he gave her. And then at the very end, you're like, oh, I know what The Rock is now, and it all ties in the end, but there are certain chapters of it that could be standalone stories, but at the same time, the whole book is tied in. So, yep, that's my review of the Tea Rose. It was wonderful if you like historical, this feels